It's Monday, November the 11th, and you're listening to the Three Nerds in a Basement podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Blaven.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the world. This week we are talking about the latest Marvel movie, Thor: The Dark World. Then we hit up some more Marvel news, our picks of the week, as well as talk about video game news, or video game stories.
Yep.
And a current theory on Link.
Yep.
So let's get into it. Thor: The Dark World. This is the sequel to the 2011 Thor movie, which was met with fairly positive reviews, but was easily, for most, regarded as the weakest of the Marvel Studios lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was Captain America, but whatever.
What? You love Captain America.
I hate Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Hate Captain America.
Okay. Anyway, so this is the follow-up to it. The story takes a dramatic shift in that we are not on Earth anymore. We are in the Nine Realms,
yep.
as it was put in the movie. Stars Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman. All the original characters come back. I don't think there's anybody new who's introduced in this, apart from the villain.
Yeah.
But that is the Thor film setup. Take it away, Anthony. What'd you think of this movie?
Fantastic. Super great. Loved it. Blaven?
This movie was terrible from beginning to end. The only saving grace was the first 10 minutes of the theater, which was 10-minute preview of Captain America: Winter Soldier. So we're gonna review that right now.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So yeah, when they fought that guy,
Yeah.
when they fought Rick Campanelli in the in the elevator.
Yeah. So Thor: The Dark World, I think, was a much better Thor film because of, for me, three things.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
more fights.
Mm-hmm.
More money, more power.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, Cap was in it.
Oh!
Spoilers.
Yes.
Well, the 10-minute preview, right?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so, the only way you can see that is through there.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say that I think it's.
Can you go online and watch it?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go before. This is totally off topic, but
Yeah.
I think it should already be known by now. We are going to spoil the movie like we do with every other movie or thing we talk about. So.
Yeah. Number three, Tom Hiddleston is really good in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Loki in this movie is very entertaining to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth's character as Thor is pretty much the same as he's always been. Sort of 2D, I must fight for the kingdom, but...
So he's Thor?
He's just Thor.
Yeah.
But just the, I guess the range of emotion that Loki shows, being distraught over certain issues and stuff, and, him, and then going right back to being maniacal, it's just amazing to watch. I really liked him a lot in this movie. The other thing, too, is that I found that the protagonists in this one the antagonists in this one are pretty cool.
The Dark Elves.
Yeah, the Dark Elves, and also their weapon, the Aether. I thought they were really well done. It was really cool to see those kind of special effects. And I don't usually go on about special effects, but I mean, when they did like raining crystals and stuff, it was really cool. Mm-hmm. And how it was always fluid and
all that black smoke stuff. It reminded me of the main villain from Green Lantern, the Fear guy.
Oh my god!
The Yellow Lantern.
Was he?
No, not when he turned into the Yellow Lantern.
Sinestro?
I mean, not Sinestro. The guy, Sinestro took his powers, the fear powers.
Oh, I can't remember.
But he was the big, like, when they showed him in space, he was always like that big smoke monster type thing.
Oh, I can't remember.
Right? And he was like devouring worlds. But yeah, that guy, that's what all that smoke reminded me of. It reminded me of that dude.
Yeah, I can't remember, sorry. But, yeah, the action was sick because you get to see almost every Asgardian fight. Mm-hmm. That what I thought was really cool. The love story between Thor and Jane Foster. It's kind of whatever. Mm-hmm. And the overall plot is basically the same plot from the first one. There's a super weapon.
To be fair, isn't that every Marvel film?
That's true. So yeah, Loki was the highlight of this.
Yeah, okay.
And also, oh damn. That is true.
I don't understand what I'm trying to say here.
So, Iron Man 1 was the bigger Iron Man. Iron Man 2 was...
Well, no, I didn't realize that the Tesseract was in like 3 of them.
Yeah.
The Tesseract was a super weapon in Thor.
No, it was in Cap, and then Thor.
And then Thor.
Yeah.
And then the Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Super
the story's
weapon.
the same.
Like, if you want to generalize it, there's a big bad.
Yeah.
So we have to stop it and go for it.
But the number one thing that I think that made this movie amazing for Anthony
For Anthony.
was Kat Dennings' The Dark World.
Yes, Kat Dennings' The Dark World.
Oh.
It was basically
All the Kat Dennings.
all the Kat Dennings. 21% of this movie
Oh
was
my
Kat
God.
Dennings.
Mhm.
There wasn't enough.
Ugh.
I needed more.
Apparently not.
Mm.
I wish I was fucking intern.
And again, I can't complain because there is not a lack of Chris Evans.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lack of Chris Hemsworth shirtless scenes.
There's
Just
that
one. Just one.
To be fair, it opens up with him with no shirt.
And everyone in the theater
Really?
was like, ooh.
Okay, it's like the second scene.
Yeah, the second scene.
After he's
He blew up a golem.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's instantly shirtless.
Hot.
And I like how everyone in the theater was just like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good times.
Men and women.
It's good times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a really good time. I think, again, the star of the show was Loki in this one.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston was real good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's your wrap up of Thor. So you liked it.
I really liked it. I think I like it better than the first one.
I think I would have to agree with that.
Cool.
As a fan of the first Thor film, I really enjoyed this film. You guys have known me for a while, and you know that I like both high fantasy and sci-fi. And guess what this movie was? It was both.
No way.
It was, like I said, the best Star Wars movie I've ever seen. And yeah, it was great. What I liked is that it was very much a Thor movie. It does not feel like any of the past Marvel films.
Right.
And I think, to that extent, that's what these Phase 2 Marvel films are going to be all about. Because when we watched Iron Man 3, that was very much a Tony Stark film. Before the Avengers, you could argue that all the Marvel films felt the same. But now they're starting to branch off into their own little worlds. And that kind of makes me curious for what Captain America is going to be like. Because obviously that's going to be more war crimes and drama.
Yep.
So, having said that, I really enjoyed being in Asgard. I think it was great that... Because in the first movie, they showed you Asgard, but you never got to, like, explore it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I like how this movie was... You got to see how people live there, and... Yeah, those hallways are big, and people do walk down them. But yeah, no, it was fun for that. I do have a couple nitpicks. The way Jane Foster gets into Asgard
She just guts there.
is
Bifrost?
a little... No, I mean, like, the way she's incorporated into the story.
Oh, just rando
Like,
event.
random holes. Oh my god, I've taken the most powerful weapon in the world in my body.
Walls.
It also
Yeah.
doesn't explain why the Aether chose her.
Yeah, like...
It's just like, oh, there's a person here. Drag her into
No,
the
they do.
thing.
They
You know
do.
what, I think for that, for just looking for a host.
And
Yeah, it's
get
just
out.
that it needs a host. It's just... I find it a little bit like, oh, she just walks in. Okay.
What
well,
up?
I mean, I'll forgive it. It's not the worst thing. The Dark Elves, I thought they were very cool in concept.
Yeah, the faces.
But man, they totally let me down in like the main villain.
their spaceships were baller.
Like what's his face?
Can't remember. Doctor Who?
I know it's played by Christopher Eccleston, but
Yeah.
not Marduk. Sorry,
Can't
Malik.
Malik?
Malekith? I don't know.
Oh, Malekith.
Malekith. Yes, he. Oh man, they set him up to be this awesome villain, but he's so not that.
I don't know, after you get half your face blown off.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything.
It's kind of hard to be
He
not.
can't do anything.
Yeah, he turns one guy into Darkness Incarnate, and then he does all the... Darkness Incarnate does all the bidding.
Yeah, and then when it cuts to the big boss, it's like, so you're kind of like nothing, right? Like you just, and he doesn't even have any lines, so I don't even understand like what his purpose is.
He's all politics, man.
Yeah, and to a greater extent, the climax of the movie is where it just slightly dropped it for me because I kind of didn't care about being on Earth anymore.
Right.
Because he saw all the Asgard.
Yeah, I was like, and I love London, and I'm like, oh,
They made London crappy.
it kind of was boring here. Like, yeah, that to their credit, that fight scene was awesome with all the portal jumping.
Yeah.
Like, it was great because they went everywhere, but you never felt confused or lost. At
Yeah.
least I didn't feel that way. But it just didn't, I don't know, I thought that the conflict could have been greater, but it's
Yeah.
okay. About the Kat Dennings thing, yeah, she was great in the movie, but I feel like I could have done with less of her if it meant I got more of Sif in the Warriors 3.
Oh, you like the Warriors 3, hey.
I
You like Chuck.
feel like they got shortchanged this film. Like, their parts were cut shorter to involve more of Kat Dennings and her sidekick.
Yo, KD.
And I don't understand what
It's worth it.
what the sidekick thing is. Like,
Yeah, he was just kind of there.
what was... I'm okay with Kat Dennings, but her sidekick is where I was really lost. I'm like, what is this guy doing here?
Yo, You know you love it.
Yeah, and they sort of hint that he's supposed to be something special as well, but you're kind of like,
He's the love interest, bro.
To that, and then I also did. I've had enough of Dr. Eric Selvig.
Yeah, he was in a lot too.
Like, he was in the first Thor. He was
The Avengers.
in the Avengers. Now he's here. I've had enough of him.
He was. Wait, was he in one of the bonus endings?
He was
In
one of
the-
the
Yes, he was. He was in the bonus ending.
The Avengers.
No,
The bonus ending was a trauma scene.
he was in the bonus ending of Captain America.
Oh, right.
when with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he looks in the mirror and he's Loki.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So yeah. That said, I really enjoyed this film. It's probably my favorite of all the superhero films this year.
Yeah.
What other ones were there?
Iron Man 3,
And-
Wolverine,
Oh yeah, Wolverine came out.
Superman.
Oh yeah, Superman came out.
Yeah. But I think about it, I think this is my favorite of the year. I do have, again, those complaints, but I really enjoyed it. Because it is that adventure movie I like.
Yeah.
It has everything I want, and for the most part, it delivers. Again, you're right. Tom Hiddleston is probably the highlight of the film. The second act of this movie is the best part.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy Chris Hemsworth as
Yeah.
Thor. I think
Chrissy!
he's so made for that role.
He is.
Like,
He is the Thunder God.
I cannot believe they were able to cast him so perfectly
Yeah.
when they were thinking about it.
He looks like what a Thor would look like.
Yeah, but like in real life, if you met him on the street, I don't like because you've seen him with his short hair, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like, yeah, I guess.
But his jawline, his beard,
Yeah.
like the hair,
And the way he
everything.
talks and just
Yeah.
the way he delivers it, like it just feels so right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what else feels right?
Oh, what?
Let's talk about the bonus ending scene.
Which one?
The first one.
The first one.
Yeah, we don't care about the second one.
Okay.
The second one is just a prequel to Rush. But yeah, the second part where they meet the collector,
Yeah.
and he mentions that the Asgardians mention that they cannot. So the final scene, if you guys haven't seen it, the spoilers massive. Stop here.
Right.
Go. And so what happens here is that the Asgardian Sif and I'm gonna call him Gimli. They they take
Tall Gimli.
Tall Gimli, Tall Gimli, and they take the Aether to a man called the Collector. I can't remember his name, and they say that
He's the collector.
he had a first name.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. They had who is Benicio del Toro?
Yes, Benicio del Toro.
I didn't know that. The director of Pacific Rim, right?
No, that's Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del
Sure.
Toro.
Benicio del Toro was in.
He was the main villain in. Have you ever seen No Country for Old Men?
Yes.
The psycho killer there.
Oh, he is, isn't he? He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as Gareth mentioned, that it's not wise to keep two of the Infinity Stones close to each
Yes.
other. One being the Tesseract, the other being the Aether. So yeah, Infinity Stones.
Mm.
This is gonna be crazy.
So you guys like that?
So apparently he's gonna be one of the big baddies in Guardians.
Oh, the collector.
Yeah,
With his pink assistant, seems very space nuts.
yeah.
For him
So
to be a
apparently he's
villain.
gonna be one of the big baddies, and I mean we have a speculation. I think there's 6 Infinity Gems, not 5.
Could be.
I thought
Yeah.
it was one for each finger.
I don't think so. I think there's more. But I could be wrong. But yeah, so I don't know where the rest of them are going to pop up in it. And now I realize that they just don't have to be gems. They can just be whatever Marvel movie universe wants, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of us are thinking that you got to find these stones. How are they going to incorporate the stones? But yeah,
Yeah.
if they're just
If they're just 6. There's 6 of them. So I mean, the Tesseract's on the Aether's another one. But I'm pretty sure he said 2 down, 3 to go, right?
no, he said 1 down, 5 to go.
Really?
Yeah, because he has 1 now,
Oh, right. Okay.
right? Because the Asgardians have the other one.
Right. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's amazing. Woo!
So you enjoyed that scene.
Yeah.
I thought it was garbage. That scene.
Why?
I thought it was so
Ham-fisted?
chintzy.
You thought it was like ham-fisted in there?
Yeah, not that. It doesn't excite me. Other than the fact that they name drop Infinity Stone, it was bullshit.
What? What is your problem?
Think about all the other teasers they had, okay?
Okay.
We'll start with the original Iron Man. Who walks in at the end? Samuel Jackson. And
Yeah.
He says, I'm talking about the Avengers Initiative.
Yeah.
And they get a big name, they get a big character, and they talk about something huge.
Yeah.
In the Hulk, who shows up at the end? Tony Stark, and he talks to the Colonel, talking about the Initiative.
Yeah.
Right? And then they have so many more going on. We talked about that one with the Tesseract and Loki.
Right.
There was the one with, is it at the end of Iron Man 2 where they find the hammer
Right.
right? Those were all exciting because they introduced something big.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just kind of like, well, whatever. We name dropped the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
Great. But it's like, that's something you already knew that was going to happen.
That's
because
true.
they already... It's not that like the Infinity Stones aren't unknown. You already know they exist because the Tesseract is one. You already know who the villain is going to be. This just means...
It just confirms it, I guess.
Yeah, it just confirms that, yes, we are going through, but it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I guess so. But another thing, too, is I didn't realize that the Infinity Gauntlet was in Thor 1.
It was?
Yeah, if in the one scene in the treasure room, apparently...
Oh, in Asgardian treasure room.
Yeah, when the big metal monster is being animated, in the background, it's in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe that's why they... Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's more than 6 Infinity Gems?
So, yeah.
Oh, wow, there it is.
Anyway, yeah,
Baller.
so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. It'll be very cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Huh. That changes everything.
That actually does, isn't it? Oh, and also, it was on display.
Oh, it was on display.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, you know what else I liked about this movie?
What?
I like how, even though Thor is in Asgard and everybody knows who he is, he goes around walking like a casual.
Yep.
He has the cloak on, so people, and you don't, with that cloak, he feels like I'm like Clark Kent. This is my glasses and business suit.
Once this is off,
And then when they need him, he takes it off, and you're like, his cape arrives, and you're like, oh, it's Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, the other thing I want to say is I'm very curious now because they have announced that the next upcoming episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. will reflect on the Thor film.
Really?
Not the one that's coming out this week, but the one next week, I believe. So the 18th. They have confirmed that, like, yes, it will take into account the events of Thor, and so I guess maybe this week's episode will be something leading up to the whole London incident, and then next week will be about after it, which I think is really interesting because it means that if you watch the season now all at once, you'll have to fit in the Thor movie somewhere.
Or maybe they're going to fight that thing that they left behind.
Oh, that big Minotaur thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fucking nuts!
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool. The only thing is, I think they have also said that none of the big time actors will make an appearance, which is a little disappointing. But
Yeah.
but Kat Dennings.
With that
she's too
Dennings.
busy filming her sitcom.
Damn.
Oh.
2 Broke Girls.
Yeah, 2 broke girls.
Yep.
But there you go. So that's our review on Thor. Anything else
Yeah.
you guys want to say?
No, it's good. You should go see it.
Yeah, you should. Anthony, give it a rating.
4.
5.
5. 5. Even with its problems, it's a 5, man.
5 because there's a lot of Chris Evans.
We always joke about that, but you're right. There is a lot of Chris Evans in this movie.
For a movie that doesn't involve Chris Evans at all,
There's
a lot of Chris Evans.
Holy shit.
That scene was a lot.
I can't believe that he showed up.
Yeah, that makeout scene's great.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That wasn't a makeout scene?
Really puts into context that fan-made poster.
Hot.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to make one.
Okay, picks of the week.
Yeah.
Since we're still talking about Marvel films, I will open up our picks of the week section. Marvel, I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple weeks ago, I mentioned something about Marvel having 4 TV shows they're shopping around to a network.
Yeah.
So that news has come to light. They've signed it on with Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome!
There's going to be 4 shows. Each show is going to be 13 episodes long, and they're based off of B-list characters.
Hot.
So I'll tell you who they are. First one's going to be Daredevil.
That was stupid.
Second one, no, Daredevil's cool.
Iron Fist.
The second one's Iron Fist.
Cool.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage is the third.
Cool.
Moon Knight.
No.
Oh.
Jessica Jones, which kind of threw everyone off.
Jessica Jones.
Luke Cage's wife.
What?
Yes. You know, okay, for people who don't know, Jessica Jones is fairly a new character. She was introduced in 2001.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah. And I think that's weird because if they really wanted Jessica Jones, why couldn't they just put her in a Luke Cage film?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, or the Power Man series, sorry. So that was the one that threw people off.
I was like, that name... Really?
Mhm.
Jessica?
That's kind of the disappointment, right? You're kind of like, shit.
What is she going to do?
I don't know. It would have been cool if it was Cloak and Dagger.
You love Cloak and Dagger, right? You get some sort of boner for
I
that
know.
too.
It would have been super cool.
I don't know why you like those two so much.
It was Cloak and Dagger.
There's like nothing. I don't see any affinity to you towards Cloak and Dagger.
That, or if it was just Omega Red.
Again, what?
Anyways, so the real kicker, though, is that after these 4 shows are done, there's going to be a mini-series where they're called, can you guess the name of their team?
Power Team.
The Defenders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, they're digging deep.
So, but it makes sense, right? You think about Hollywood, and you think about the big lights. You get the A team. You get the Avengers. You think about TV. It's a little bit more B tier. You get the B team, the Defenders.
Yeah, the Defenders is like Doctor Strange and all of. Yeah.
Well, the Defenders were Doctor Strange, the Hulk, and
Namor.
Namor, right? He was the third. Yeah.
Namor's cool though.
So what the hell?
Yeah. So Marvel is kind of. They're starting to dig now.
Yeah, no, I'm digging deep. I
Yeah.
know DC dug their grave first, but shit.
Yeah. So
They're digging so deep.
a lot of fans are very excited by this because a lot of people have not been impressed by Shield. It's not the
Really?
show that they no.
Is it the show that the one they deserve, but the one they needed, or whatever that is? Was that? How does it go?
Yeah.
He's not the hero we wanted, but he's the hero we deserved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. So, and yeah, a lot of people have been a little let down by Shield, and they're hoping because they were hoping that Shield would be more of these characters showing up.
Right.
But I think the problem with Shield is they're trying to start something new,
Right.
and they are always going to be on the back foot.
Uh-huh.
With these shows, it's going to be characters we already know, so we already have pre-judgmental thoughts on how great it's going to be.
Right.
I don't know. I've got mixed thoughts on this 4 television show series. I mean, it sounds too good to be true, but then
It's probably gonna be too good to be true.
yeah, like I just don't know how they're gonna. I mean, 13 episodes each. I really don't see how like they haven't really proven themselves on the TV screen yet, and if this fails, then it'll kind of show that they can't do it on the TV.
Right.
So, I'm optimistic, but I have
Weird
reserved.
it's weird that they split up Luke Cage and Iron
And
Fist.
Iron Fist, right?
'Cause they're
I
like
thought
the
that was going to
team.
be their own show.
Yeah, because like a team. They were like, you know why they were made? I heard, right? This is what I read from my comic. They were there to take advantage of the time period,
Of
basically the
80s?
Afro culture
Yeah.
and also the Kung Fu culture. And they put them together. How do you lose?
Yeah, they were made to cash in
Yeah.
on sales. So
Because I mean, you saw Luke Cage's old outfit where he had the Afro
with the yellow and
with
then
the yellow,
yeah.
and he just
He has the
stereotypical-
chains.
He had, and he had the tiara.
Yeah. What? You haven't seen 80s Power Man?
No.
Oh
What's-
man.
Like you could tell that they were really digging
had-
for
he had
the
a-
culture.
He had a V-cut shirt too, right?
Yeah,
That went
he
all
did.
the way down to like his belly
Is this
button.
the
Yeah.
fucking Black Panther? Like
That's what I said. It's the Afro culture. They literally took
Wow.
and basically Iron Fist costume is just a recoloring of
Is it the
Bruce
same
Lee's.
one in Marvel?
No,
Okay.
he also had a huge collar.
Yeah. Oh, it was so
It was
high.
so high, it was
yeah.
higher than his head.
It was like Doctor
Oh.
Strange's.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, so this Netflix news, it's probably the biggest thing to hit the nerd scene. And it's
I like that it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Hopefully they take the wow. No, hopefully they take the same route as like how Seasons or Netflix does their original series,
yeah.
what do you mean?
as like just bring it out all at once.
Well, yeah, they have to.
They have to.
Yeah, they can't do it weekly. No.
Okay, because it's like they're giving it to Netflix. It's not being like filmed or directed by Netflix, right?
No.
It's just being they're using Netflix as
Yeah.
a medium to
Yeah.
bring it.
Oh
out.
wait. What TV network films their own TV shows? What are you talking about?
Netflix does because they did Hemlock Grove. They did that. Like that's all Netflix.
Oh no, you're confusing it. No, Netflix. Think of Netflix as like a whatever. Like someone else has made it and they just shopped it around.
Oh, I thought Netflix was making those
And
shows.
Netflix
No,
bought it?
Netflix.
Like House of Cards and Hemlock
Yeah,
Grove. Okay.
House of Cards. Like, and these Marvel films will be marketed as Netflix original series,
Oh, okay.
but they're not like actually made by Netflix.
Oh, I thought they were made by Netflix.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
No. It's like any TV show. Like in the summer, what happens is they show their pilots to every network, and
Yeah.
whoever wants it pays the most amount of money. It's like an auction.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there you go.
So I'm
Yeah.
glad it's not on Hulu.
Well, Hulu's NBC,
That's true.
so and we don't get Hulu in Canada. So.
That's why now I can't watch this terrible Iron Fist thing.
You do if you're a pirate.
Oh,
So I'm curious to see these shows, how much they're going to be pirated instantly once they're all available, and I want to know if they're all going to be available at once.
Yeah.
Because if they put up 4 shows at once, I wonder if that means that will I have to watch episode 1 of each one?
Oh, that's crazy.
Do you think they'll be like in line with each other?
Yeah, because the miniseries is them coming together.
Oh wow. Yeah, maybe.
So it might not be like a 1-to-1 timeline thing, but
This is like a yearly event, but for TV. It's like, what's the reading order of this shit? Like, which comics do I have to buy in order to make sense of?
well, that's exactly what Marvel's done with their movies. Think about it,
Yeah.
right? Like the thing about like the Thor movies, it's not a sequel to Thor; it's a sequel to the Avengers,
Yeah.
right? You
It's
can't
the aftermath.
you can't watch Thor 2 having only seen Thor. You'll be so confused.
Yeah.
You'll be like, "What the fuck is Jane talking about?"
I fought for New York.
Yeah.
What happened in New York?
Why is Loki under arrest? I thought he died at the end of Thor.
Why is that scientist dude all
Right?
crazy and bonkers?
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's cool. Never been done before, so yeah. Anyways, Anthony, your pick of the week.
My pick of the week is a video. It's a game theory, and it's these series of videos this guy brings out. They're called game theories, and this one in particular really caught my interest. It was based on Majora's Mask, and the theory is Link actually dead during Majora's Mask?
Okay.
And so what the video goes through is, I guess it's like, I don't know if they're hints, but what people have taken from the game Majora's Mask, in that during the whole game, like Link isn't actually alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's in some sort of limbo, like he's in a purgatory,
Mm-hmm.
and the game is his purgatory, and the journey is him accepting his death.
Oh,
Yeah.
so artsy.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god. And they bring out lots of interesting points, like how the main field is called Termina Field, like
Oh.
terminal, like
Oh.
the end.
Oh.
All the transformation masks you get from people who have died, and they've all died and dealt with their deaths in different ways.
Interesting.
Like there's what's that thing? It's like the stages of grief, or
What are you talking about?
there's this.
Oh,
there's
yeah, the
things like
stages.
the stages of death, or the stages
Yeah,
of
you
grief.
accept it. Instead of
Yeah.
you're angry first.
Yeah, it's like anger, acceptance, like bargaining, like
Yeah.
yeah. And like how all the characters in Majora's Mask all represent one of those types, one of those stages, and then the final thing of him riding off into the fog is like him accepting his death and stuff. And so they bring up other points too, like not just in the game but also outside of the game, like in the Hyrule Historia. It's in Majora's Mask is in the same timeline as Twilight Princess, and in Twilight Princess, one of the skull soldiers you fight is said to be the skeleton of the hero of time,
Yeah.
and that he's holding on because he regrets not having passed on his training or legacy to anybody. And it makes sense because if you take the first game, or if you take Majora's Mask, he dies. Where they think he dies is at the beginning of the game when he falls in the tree. He dies in the Lost Woods. But it's said that if someone were to die in the Lost Woods, their soul gets trapped and put into and they turn into one of those skeleton warriors and stuff like that. And so they start connecting all these dots from other timelines and what happens through the game. It's just a really interesting thing of how they stitch this all together.
That's cray.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a really interesting video, and I suggest you watch it. It's like it's kind of lengthy. It's like 15 minutes.
So do you agree? Is he dead?
From all, like, I have no evidence
I've been
against
sold.
it. Yeah, I've been sold. Like, I drank the Kool-Aid. Like, I have no evidence against it. Like, I went through the Historia, and everything lines up. Like, from my memory of playing Majora's Mask recently, all that shit makes sense if I think about it on another level, other than just accepting it at face value and stuff like that.
On
And
a
it's
meta
really,
level.
yeah, it's really cool. And the video does get very pretentious. Like, it's like, this is what happens when you
It does get very
like
pretentious.
critique a great work of art. You get
Yeah.
theories and stuff like that. Yeah, it does
Yes.
get very pretentious. But I really enjoyed it, and like honestly, I want it to be the truth. I want it to be that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you watched it too, right, Vince?
Yeah.
So do you agree with this? With the link being
I was
I-
gonna
dead?
say no.
No, I agree, and I also disagree.
Ooh.
At the end of the day, you can choose to believe how much you want it to believe.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Nintendo has admitted that yes, the reason those characters reappear is because they recycled assets because they needed to pump out another game for the 64.
Yeah.
whether or not they chose to also put these subtle hints to just fuck with the fans. Like, I believe it's more just Nintendo being like, we're gonna screw with our fan base. Let's see how far they'll take it. Like, that's what I choose to believe.
Okay.
So I think it can go either way. Personally, I still think it's a dream, but they don't want to do that again because that's
they already had an awakening.
They already had an awakening, and fan backlash to that was pretty rough. So
yeah, but yeah, no, I really enjoyed this video, and I suggest people watch it. It's like, if you can get like friends to watch it, maybe like you have a little conversation amongst your friends. I'm sure someone will have a differing opinion than you.
Yeah.
It could bring about a lot of conversation.
They do bring up a lot of interesting points.
I like how the reason that they how they logicked out why people were the same was because those were his memories.
See, it's things like that. It's like you are really pulling at whatever.
It's like you're really pulling, but at the same time, like, if say this was the fact, it makes the most sense. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But like, it's just that hint of like you're really grasping.
Yeah, you're grasping at straws. You're reaching out there, and it also doesn't. It also helps that the way they film this video, they're very confident in what they're saying.
Yeah,
you believe them, and that's how a great persuasive effort is made.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of other videos on his game theory page. I haven't bothered watching any because a lot of it's just Mario stuff.
Oh,
so it's like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, this one was good times. I really enjoyed this one. So
cool.
Check it out.
Cool. Blaven, your pick of the week has something to do with PlayStation 4?
So I have a personal story about this, and it kind of ties into my week.
Oh, okay.
I was in Toronto for a Magic Pro Tour qualifier, which I bombed out, by the way.
Yeah.
But as I was going to get food, I realized there was a huge lineup outside this Future Shop, and I was wondering why. Lo and behold, that was the day that PlayStation came out, wasn't it?
No.
What was it then?
It's not out yet.
It's not out
Then what were people waiting for then?
That was the amazing video game deal. Trade in one game for either Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, or Assassin's Creed Black
Man,
Flag.
well, fuck that. I didn't even ask anyone on the thing. I thought it was just PlayStation shit.
No.
That also sounds sick.
It was sick.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
so you just
trade in any game.
Any game you want.
Any current generation game.
And you just get whatever back?
And you get whatever for free.
Ghost and what?
Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag.
Why would they do this to themselves?
I think it's a marketing attempt. Because all those games are the games with the $10 upgrade to the PlayStation 4 or Xbox 360.
Oh.
They also were the games that were highly marketed, but received fairly, not bad reviews, they're all just okay reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably have overstock, and they just need to get rid of them.
And this is only happening that one day?
All weekend, while supplies last.
Oh, man. Well, it's not weekend anymore.
So supplies only last till like noon.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Like I went to go and line up, but
you didn't get it?
I didn't get it. No, there must have been like 100 people, and I was like maybe 10 away, and then they sold out.
That's rough.
Ugh.
You? Did you go?
I didn't even try.
Teach, did you go?
I was working.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough. Okay, so yeah, these people were waiting out there in the cold. I was wondering what was going on. I thought it was a PlayStation, but man, that sounds good too. My bad. There was my pick of the week. Whoopee!
Okay, there you go.
That's rough though.
All right, well,
jeez.
How about then we'll just jump into your week.
So I went to a Magic Pro Tour qualifier, which happened to be in the same gym that I did my Jiu-Jitsu tournament in, where I also lost.
Oh.
My record was
weird.
Pretty bad here too.
How could two such different things be held in the same match?
I know, right? It was so surreal.
Where you're like, oh my god, I could be fighting here!
It used to have hot, sweaty dudes, and now it just has hot, sweaty dudes. Double hot, sweaty dudes.
Different types of hot, sweaty dudes.
Yeah, they're the hot, sweaty dudes. Things I saw this time that were kind of weird to me. There was a lady who was like a businessman in a power suit. She was totally smashing fools.
Oh, she was a businessman?
Yeah, she was playing.
Wait, she was a businessman in a pirate suit?
She was a power suit.
Power suit, sorry.
She was in a power suit just going at it.
Maybe she was on her lunch break.
I have no idea. And she was also trading away cards and everything. Oh, whoa.
Jeez.
She just told her assistant to be like, listen, do this shit for me, because it's all busy work. I'm gonna go stomp these kids with all my money.
I bet you she did it just to mentally break you.
Because
I bet you she's just some normal kid, and she's like, whatever, if I look like this, I walk up, you're going to be intimidated no matter what. Because one, I'm a girl,
tilt.
Two, I'm in a power suit.
Insta-tilt.
I kind of wish that, in my head, I kind of wish that she was like a lawyer. like some high-paying
probably was.
six-figure job,
She probably was.
and then also played the Vintage or something.
Yeah, well, some of the people that I know who are...
A lot of those people exist.
That's exactly what they are, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people who I know who are good work for, like, BBM.
Yeah, a lot of the people who are into the most nerdiest hobbies are usually the most successful people.
Yeah. Like, Legacy, a couple of my friends play Legacy, and you require... Those have... I think the $500 decks are expensive. Yeah. Their decks cost upwards of $2,000 plus. Yeah. $2,000.
But to them, it's chump change.
It's just chump change.
Yeah.
They get a new one every week. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know how bad... Like, okay, so I went to go draft. I said, okay, I dropped out of the main event. This is terrible. I want to get some value back. I want to play some more Magic before I go home. Oh, hey, cool. There's a Modern Masters draft, $40. My eye creeps over to another page. It says, revised draft. Sign-ups, you know. If we get 8 people, we'll fire.
Oh.
Entry fee, $300.
Oh!
Should have went for that one.
So 8 times 300, that's $2,400 right there, right?
Yeah.
And I asked my friend, what? And they said, oh, okay, because this set has the original Shocklands, which tap for both mana, like red or blue.
Oh.
And they both count as an island or in a mountain.
Oh, those ones.
And they don't have any downside. They just come into play. Here's 2 different types of mana.
Wait, they don't come in tap? They're just
there.
Oh, wow.
And that one turn, that one extra, is what puts you ahead.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. These lands go for $100 each.
Wow.
And you need play sets and play sets.
Wow.
And there's one for every color combination. So that's 10.
Oh my god.
So if you 10, 100 to 200 each one, that'll cost you $2,000 just for your mana base.
Wow.
For your mana base.
Wow. I like that.
Good times. Good times. But the Legacy's so broke. It's like 1 turn kills all the time.
Yeah.
So, whatever, right? Because you use every card in Magic. You just bust it. I didn't do so well on my Modern Master Draft either. Womp womp. But I did manage to finish one of my Modern decks by trading away all the cards I own that are of value.
Oh.
I got $200 in trade value,
wow.
basically, that day.
How many cards did you buy for that?
20.
Oh.
And I traded away at least 40 to 50 cards.
Oh, okay. So
Mythics,
that's not too bad.
Yeah, Mythics. And they took things for 50 cents each and stuff, so it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I had multiple copies of those. Overall, yeah, I really like going to these things, and I think this is one of my favorite things to do with my weekend. Because you meet all your friends there, everybody sees you, they ask you how you are between rounds and stuff, or you just sort of put your friends on tilt by standing behind their opponent, making funny faces at your friends, or tell them they got stomped and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But man, another cool thing that I saw today was that day was a very unique thing that I was very happy to see. Because every time you play in these competitive events, you have to open your pool of 6 packs and register each card that's in the pack. So you sort it by color, alphabetize it, and then write down how many you have of each.
Right.
And then you put it back into the plastic bag that you can provide for you, and you pass it to the first, and we verify.
Okay.
Now, a person sitting to my right said that his packs had 1 less rare, and a guy in front of him had 1 more rare. So he thought that maybe he accidentally scooped his the person in front of him's cards, and then the guy who thought that he made a mistake by taking another one of the rares on the other side of the table said that he would offer to pay for the guy's draft and drop out himself. I thought that was really cool of him, but it turns out that the guy who had the packs originally, he had a defective pack, and another guy who was across from me and to the left also had a defective pack. Who had 1 more rare, so it must have been because of a faulty box, and those things happen sometimes. Like you get miscut cards and whatever. So all the packs could have been from that 1 box, but it was really cool to see somebody, because he didn't even try to make an excuse. He just said, "Okay, I'll just pay for your draft and I'll drop out." Like he wanted to rectify it right away, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Neato.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a really cool event.
Sportsmanship.
I know, sportsmanship, right? So
for the week.
Yeah, that power suit lady threw me off guard. And then there was another guy also in a suit, and he was dressed in Joker colors. He had a black suit, and inside he had a purple vest and a green undershirt and a purple tie.
Maybe he's just
fancy?
Yeah.
He's just a fancy
just
mofo?
fancy.
He's a fancy mofo?
So I heard you like Batman. What's a Batman?
What's a Batman? Bat? Oh man. Yeah, I did pretty bad. I went two wins, 3 losses, and I just dropped out of the main event.
Good.
Womp womp.
Good. Like to see that you're not giving up.
Yeah. Because I've been playing since February competitively, so I'm entitled to win a Pro Tour qualifier.
Obviously.
Entitlement. Yes. My favorite word. Entitlement.
Good old entitlement.
Yes. Nerd rage and entitlement.
I know. I earned the right to go to the Pro Tour.
I'm guilty of that shit.
Really?
Yeah, in League. I deserve to be golds! Fuck! Playing with all these chumps, all these fucking scrubs.
It's hard to get out of that mindset.
Hold me
right?
back! Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happens to me in fighting games too.
Yeah.
I deserve to be A rank! Fuck! Look at Street Fighter.
It's not good enough.
I'm only playing all these S ranks.
Just not good enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it was a really cool time. Oh, out of the draft, this is the last one I was going to say. This draft, every card was a foil.
Ooh, that's my type of draft.
Wow. Just the whole foils draft.
Wow.
Wow.
It was insane.
Whoa.
I know, right?
How much does that cost?
$30.
How did they
Weird.
make it all foil?
There was a special promotion by Wizards that they released one set full foil.
Whoa.
And they just drafted that set full
Oh,
foil.
man. That's my type of set. Just buy a box.
You want to know what that set was all about?
No.
Every single card, Vince, was multicolored.
Whoa.
So every deck you played was 3 or 4 colors or
So
more.
they just made a rainbow set?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's where the whole thing, Jun Naya banned green, white, blue, Jun red, green, black, Naya red, green, white.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds
It was
awesome.
all colors.
That was awesome.
So every card was shiny and gold and
Sparkly and colorful.
and colorful.
I need some of that in my life.
That's where Anthony's favorite card is from.
What's my favorite
Progenitor.
card? Oh, Progenitus? It's baller
Hates
card.
it.
2 of each mana color. 10/10. Protection from everything.
It just says.
It just says on the card, protection from everything.
Wow.
And it's 2 of every color.
So how do you get
So
rid of it?
you have to do
Board
something
wipe.
with the board wipe.
Something that targets the board and not the thing.
So
And
there's
also,
a-
when he dies, he goes back into your deck.
Well, of course he does. Why not, right?
There's a new card now that it says protection from chosen player.
Oh yeah, that card. Apparently, that card's not. Like, apparently, that's gonna that deck in that commander deck.
Yeah.
All the stores are pricing that deck way higher.
Yeah, because of him.
Yeah, because of that one card.
He's cost more than the deck.
Yeah, because it's worth a lot
That's
in
awesome.
vintage.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if I have this card out, I have protection from you, my only opponent, in this one-on-one battle.
Can you have only one of them?
What are you gonna do?
Nope.
You can have 4 of them if you want.
I don't think he's legendary, so
What? This guy sounds broken.
he's pretty broke.
He's meant for
He's a one
multiplayer,
blue.
but they made him illegal in the Legacy.
Shit.
He's in the fish deck.
Merfolk.
Shit.
That is hilarious.
Good times.
From
Good times.
player.
Oh, and also another thing I've been doing my week. This is really weird, guys, but I'm watching Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, good for you.
I don't know why.
Because she's truly outrageous.
It's crazy. This show, I don't know how they wrote that much music. Every episode has 2 songs at
Oh.
least.
Hmm.
I like it a lot.
I've never seen it.
I really like it. It's about this girl named Jerica Benton. Jerica.
Jericho.
Her name is
Jerica.
Jerica Benton.
Not Jericho.
Nope.
Jericho.
And she has a hologram machine called Synergy, which is basically Captain Planet, but for music.
What the fuck?
And then it transforms her into Gem. And,
Whoa.
okay, this is the other thing that I wanted to ask you guys about. So her boyfriend Rio Paccio, who has purple hair.
Rio Paccio?
Yeah.
That's a sick name!
I think
Oh.
it's stupid, but okay.
Okay, anyway,
That's so cool.
he loves Jerica, their boyfriend and girlfriend. But when Jerica is Gem, Rio doesn't know, and Rio also starts to fall in love with Gem. Isn't that cheating? Wouldn't Jerica be mad? But can she be mad?
Because it's the same person?
It's the same person, and she's also in love with him as Gem, kind of thing.
Do they have the same personalities?
Yeah.
Or are they completely different?
They're the same personalities.
Oh,
She's
then.
always nice and tender, but it's a different person, right?
Is it a...
He doesn't know,
Technically, no.
Maybe-
but he doesn't know.
Maybe what he likes about Gem is Jerica.
But he doesn't know she's Jerica.
Who's Superman's love interest again?
Lois
Lois?
Lane?
If Lois Lane fell in love with Clark Kent, would it be cheating on Superman?
See, I don't know. Is that? What do you guys think?
I don't think she'd see this. Because she knows she's
Wait,
both
wait.
people and...
Would she? What are you asking? Like, is it cheating in general, or is it?
Both. Is it cheating in general? Is it cheating for her or cheating for him? Right? Because he should also be saying to himself, "Hey, I shouldn't fall in love with you, Jem, because I'm with Jerica."
But the same person.
I don't know. I don't think she'd mind, though, because she knows she's both people.
But Rio should mind, right?
I think Rio would probably be.
Rio should be the one who has the problem.
First name basis,
Yeah.
Rio Paccio.
Rio Paccio should
he
be
should.
conflicted.
I wish I could be in the situation, so I could tell you.
But you don't know.
So I could tell you.
Because right now it's fucking breaking my brain.
But you're not in the situation, though, right?
No, I'm not dating a superhero. Sorry,
Not yet.
Well, you wouldn't know, right?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Until
know. Like
I
Cyber 6.
until I went to bang her.
It's even
She
worse in
was on
Cyber
her.
6. Because the guy's friend is the dude version, and he falls in love with the girl version.
Right.
Who's Cyber 6?
I think it depends on which is the real one.
But I think in the Cyber 6 version it's kind of worse because he's like, oh no, am I gay?
That's what I said. Yeah. Because in like the second episode of Cyber 6, he asks the guy version of Cyber 6 to go out to a
Does
lovely movie.
Does Jericho know?
Jerica.
Does Jericho know that Rio also likes Jem?
Yeah.
So,
Then
Oh, then no, it doesn't
No,
matter
no,
then.
no.
It doesn't matter then.
Why?
Because if she knows, then it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Because
it doesn't bother her
Yeah.
because...
if it was like she didn't know that he also liked...
She doesn't lose her memories when she's Jem. She's still Jerica.
Yeah, I know, but like, has he said this to her? Oh wait, because he says it to her as Jem.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so she knows.
Like, Jem, he never outright says that he's in love with Jem. I think it's implied because of the way he acts
Yeah.
around her and towards her.
Wait, so they're not actually together?
They're together as Jerica and
not
Rio.
as Jem and Rio.
not as Jem and Rio.
Jem is the superhero?
Yeah, the version, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was getting mixed up.
Yeah, if she's fully aware, then I don't think it matters.
Okay.
If it was something like... if Jem was a split personality,
Okay, that'd be
Yeah, that'd be different.
and she didn't know, then there's an issue.
weird. Right.
Because I think the common thing to do in that situation is to confront each other about that, right?
Yeah.
But if she's aware, then fuck no. She's just playing mind games on her boyfriend.
And she won't tell him because she thinks that he'll get mad and break up with her. Yeah,
But they're the same person.
I know.
One has a costume on.
And I think that's the series finale. She
Oh.
finally tells him he's okay with it.
How old is this show?
It finished 1988, before we were born, May 1988.
This is old.
This is really old.
Wait, is this animated?
Yeah, this is real Pacino.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Yeah, he's a baller.
I've never seen this show. Probably never will, but whatever.
So good, man. The music's so good. I
Yeah.
want the soundtrack.
If you want to know what the 80s was like, just watch this cartoon.
It is true.
It is the 80s in a time capsule. Like, just
I know it's popular with girls, right?
it's a girl show.
Little girls, I remember that guy.
All right, whatever. I'm thinking about buying the whole DVD set actually on Amazon.
Go for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
Ultra bedazzled case.
Oh my god, so good.
I was thinking about buying the Power Rangers complete set.
The one that comes in a helmet.
Yeah, it comes with the Red Ranger's helmet. It gets all 20 seasons, over 25 DVDs. Cost
DVDs.
$900.
DVDs.
Which Red Ranger helmet?
The original Red Ranger.
You just put that shit on Blu-ray.
What, you want the
Wait,
gorilla one?
wait. The original Japanese one?
No, it's Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's the difference?
If I said Super Sentai Collection, that's different.
Oh, no.
That's like 1,000 years with a billion DVDs.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Sorry, the DVD version is $700. The Blu-ray one's $900.
There you go. Get the Blu-ray one.
900 DVDs?
$900
Oh.
for like 30 Blu-rays,
Oh my god.
That's a lot of Blu-rays. That's a lot of storage. Holy shit.
and it all fits in his helmet.
What?
Well, can you wear the helmet?
No, because that's where all the Blu-rays go.
Because it's like a box, right?
But it is 1-to-1 scale.
I'll just
Okay.
fucking hollow that shit out.
Okay, the gem collection is $60, so I think I could swing that.
It's not so outrageous.
Yeah, it's truly outrageous. And they're famous for their main theme song, so, which I really like.
Which is?
Sing
Oh,
it.
What's it called?
You want me to
Gem
sing it?
is adventure.
You can see it if you
No,
watch.
Gem is excitement. Ooh, Gem. You don't know that song?
I've never seen Gem in the hologram.
Oh, really?
I've never heard of this show.
Oh, what? It's so good.
We clearly had different upbringings.
I never saw the show until now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you find out about it?
Oh, I was playing League, and No,
Yeah, that's how I found out. I found out about it because of League of Legends, and this guy Tarek, he is the gem master. He's a support. Like, he wears an armor made of gemstones.
yeah.
And one of his jokes is,
It's not his joke. He's
he just says it sometimes. He's like, gems are outrageous, truly outrageous.
and that's what the song.
And I'm like,
was.
that's so stupid. What the fuck is that from? Because everything in League is a reference.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up, and it was like Jen and the Holograms, and I'm like, this looks fucking crazy. Everything is pink. Everything is neon.
And sorry, the way I found out about it is that there's a techno group called Freeze Pop.
Oh, Freeze Pop
and
too,
one of
yeah.
their bonus tracks was the gem theme in their own version. That was cool.
Synth pop band.
Yeah.
I like Freeze Pop. They're good.
So are you like
Glamour.
sitting down watching this?
Oh, you bet, bro.
So it's not like even on in the background.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm straight up invested.
It's just like a musical.
It is basically picture the plot of a kids show with a song in between, 2 songs in there all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you love me, we're the perfect match. The song's called Perfect Match, and then they sing about being a perfect match. And then
Oh, hey.
they deal with drug problems.
Oh,
Jericho
wow.
has a thing called the Starlight
Wow.
Foundation, which is basically the Ronald McDonald House.
Wow.
It's good times.
Ahead of its time.
It's good times.
Jeez.
Good times.
Jerica.
Yeah, guys, go watch it. It's so good.
Jerica and Rio Paccio.
Where does it take place?
I don't know.
Like
The 80s.
geographically.
I think it's in the
Merca?
U.S.
Merca?
America, probably.
Oh, okay.
It's an American show, right?
Yeah. Man, the effort they put into the intros, but not the actual show.
Yeah.
The intro looks sick, and then you watch the show, and oh boy, them animations.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's good.
okay. I'm glad you're enjoying
Yeah,
that.
I really like glamour and glitter, fashion and fame.
Hey,
It's good times.
good. We all have our vices. That's your week.
That is definitely an outrageous week.
Anthony,
Really?
can you top that?
No.
I
No.
can't be as womanly as this one.
No, so the only new thing I've been doing in my week is I went back to PlayStation DOS.
Good.
And I've been playing Dark Cloud 2.
Mm.
And so looking through, like, the reason I started playing this is because I was just looking through my collection of PS2 games. I was reordering them. And then I saw Rogue Galaxy. And I was like, fuck, this game was fucking good.
Rogue Galaxy?
Like, I love that game. It's
good. It's
made
good
by
game.
Level 5. It's like a free roam RPG type thing.
That was their best game.
Yeah, it is.
What? Why don't I have this?
It's. I'll let you borrow it.
You don't have it? It's like Space Pirate?
It's Star Wars, but a level 5 RPG.
Does
they-
it have a picture of him like holding a pirate sword?
And
then
it's space pirates. Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
on. There's a boat
It's
behind
one of
him.
I really liked that game when it
It's
came out.
super good.
I always wanted to try it.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you
I
still have
guess.
your copy?
No, I don't know where I had it. I never sold it. It just disappeared.
Oh, okay, I'll let you borrow my copy then. Teach. But yeah, I really love that game. I was just like fucking memories. And then I saw Dark Cloud 1 and 2, and I'm like, I bought these games in retrospect, like retroactively, because of Rogue Galaxy. Right?
You played Dark Cloud 1 after Rogue
So I played Rogue Galaxy first, then I played Dark Cloud 1, and then I bought Dark Cloud 1 and 2, and then I played Dark Cloud 1.
that's terrible.
Yeah, I know. I want to see what it was like. And Dark Cloud was really interesting because of all, like, the whole town building aspects of that and stuff. And then I was like, I bought, after 1, I started 2, and then before I got to the first dungeon, I stopped playing it. And then it's been like 3 years since.
Oh, you played Rogue Galaxy like
I played Rogue Galaxy when it came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, a year later, I had Dark Cloud 1 and 2. Then I finished Dark Cloud 1. And then I was like, I'm going to start Dark Cloud 2. And then I never did it. And now, 2013, I'm like, oh, maybe I should finish this. And I started playing it again. And it stars Maximilian and Monica, the 2 main protagonists.
Okay.
And what happened is that a bunch of years ago, Ultimate Evil Lord Griffin blew up the world.
Oh, good for him.
Literally blew up the world.
Good for Lord Griffin.
And but he left this one town because there was something special in the town. It was the town where Maximilian grew up.
Oh no.
Yeah, and eventually you meet Monica. And as in true level 5 fashion, like by the time you get to like the second stage, the story just gets out of control. Like fucking as soon as I meet fucking Monica, she's like, "Yeah, I'm a time traveler from 100 years in the future. Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "This is level 2. What the fuck?" So now it has a lot of the same things as Dark Cloud 1, where all the dungeons, all the floors are static, but all the floor types are randomly generated. So like all the floor layouts like that you go down the grid are always the same, but the actual map is randomly generated. And there are certain things that are static, like certain areas will have locks on them.
Yes.
And if you go into a locked area, you can't switch to a certain character.
Okay.
And those are always the same. But fuck is this game punishing. It is hard. It is so hard. Again, second stage.
It's not fun hard either.
It's not fun hard. It is holy shit monotonous.
Yeah.
It's like it's not even like Dark Souls hard, where it's like I'm going into this knowing it's hard. It's just like even Dark Souls is more fair than this game.
Yeah.
It is fucked up. Like just enemies two-shot you. They're the same level as you, and they two-shot you.
It's like that. It's not that it's hard. It's just really cheap.
Exactly. Like sometimes enemies. If you hit, so like you hit enemies, right? You can hit damage enemies. Holy shit! But
Revolutionary.
yeah, but they can go into like a stun mode where it's like, oh no, you hit me so hard, I'm stunned. But what happens a lot of the time, actually 100% of the time, is that when they're in an animation and I hit them before their animation hits me, and they go into a stun mode, their animation still finishes. It doesn't cancel their animation. So the hitbox is still like, woo, even though they're like hands in the air. And they're like, fuck, you hit me. Like, so they're like, today, I died on the same level 7 times because of that. Because I'm in an area where I can't go back to the main city to buy potions. I have no potions. Enemies two-shot me. Certain enemies, there's this fucking tortoise. Fuck this tortoise. He has crazy high defense. 2 snaps of his jaw, I'm dead. And also, if I do manage to hit him, he takes huge chunks out of my weapon durability.
Good job.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck this turtle.
It's the best.
Yeah. It's not the best. It's fucking... But yeah, so I'm trying to get past the point in... this also happened in Dark Cloud 1.
Yeah.
This difficulty. But there is a point where you just start mowing through things.
Yeah.
And it becomes more about collection rather than survival. And that was the fun part about Dark Cloud 1 that I want to get back to, is the town building, where you like, all the static, or all the stereotypical RPG towns, it's just a barren wasteland. And you have to go into the forest and find these buildings that were taken away and rebuild the town. And you can build it any way you want. Like, but there are certain there is a perfect way to build these towns, because sometimes people's like, I want to be on a house near the river with 2 rocks near my house.
Can you move them after the fact?
Yeah, you can move them after the
okay.
fact. So it's not one. Yeah, and so you can reorganize the town however you feel like.
Wish real life was like that. You know, change your mind. I don't like living here.
I'll live
Put me over there. No problem.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, it's really fun. It also has the thing that I love in RPGs is when aesthetics change based on what you equip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like
Man, I thought that was revolutionary when I first saw that.
When it's like I changed to this other weapon and it looks different on my dude, and it's not just a stat change.
It was that, and when characters followed you when you walked around.
Oh, it's nuts! Yeah. The other cool part, the addition to Dark Cloud 2, is that you get your very own custom robo, pretty much. So you get this thing, the only Max can pilot. It's called a ride bot. Ride bot. And so what it starts out as a fucking wooden barrel with a bunch of levers and a seat. He kind of looks like the cockpit kind of looks like levery like getters do.
Yeah. Like
there's just a whole bunch of big ass levers around, and it's got 2 arms and 2 feet, and just walk around in a bucket hitting people. But you can customize it like custom robo style. And like I haven't gotten that many custom parts, but in the intro video to the game, like you just see it goes fucking nuts. You can get tank treads with like giant homing missile launchers on the side. One of them, he turned them into a motorcycle with a flamethrower on the front.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's like you can just like totally trick out your ride, and it looks pretty cool. But so far, like I'm almost over that hump of crushing difficulty and soul shattering levels.
Yeah, or so you think.
Or so I think. I hope. Maybe I'm just wishing. It's hopeful thinking.
I think you are just wishing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good times, and it's actually more interesting than any of the current gen games I got going on right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have going on right now?
Saints Row 4 is just grinding for the platinum, so I got to do all the.
Well, you beat that game, so yeah. I guess so.
I just don't want to play Disgaea right now.
But that's like your favorite game.
Yeah, like I don't know.
There's
There's
a new one.
D2.
Oh,
Sequel to the first one.
It's the sequel to the first one.
You replaying it?
No, I haven't beat it yet.
Oh.
I bought it, and then I got to like the 3rd chapter.
Oh no, Teach, this is a true sequel to the first one.
Yeah, I talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't mean Disgaea 2.
It's called Disgaea D2. It's Laharl, Flan, and Etna, and it's a direct sequel to Disgaea 1.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know about this?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't very well
Oh, yeah, I guess.
advertised.
But yeah, no,
it's
really
a direct
cool.
sequel. They're older, right? Ish.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of promotion in Japan for it.
Yeah, but I didn't really feel like playing that. Like, I put it down to play Saints Row, and then I don't know, it's like, Disgaea is like going to the gym. It's like once you stop, it's hard to get back into it. Because there's just a flow to that game.
Yeah.
Where once you're in, you don't stop.
You know, it's not hard to get back into.
What? Match of the Gathering.
Gym the Hologram.
Gem and the Holograms. I think I gotta start that first.
Crazy.
Does that even have a story?
You just wiped the smile off my face.
But yeah, Dark Cloud 2 has been super fun. I'm also looking through my list. I'm thinking of going through all the Onimusha games
Jeez.
from the first one.
Jeez. Yo, good luck. Welcome to gameplay.
Yeah, it's all they have Resident Evil controls, man.
Oh, so good. So wonky. Much wonk.
Much wonk. Much wonk, much good. But yeah, just I don't know. I said it on Twitter today. I think I'm doing video games wrong. It's like the PS4 is coming out in like 5 days. And I'm fucking playing 2-generation old games.
So good. Hey, I'm still stuck in cardboard land.
Yeah.
Welcome to mainstream.
Yeah, I think I'm doing.
You know all those kids playing N64? Mario Party GoldenEye?
That's mainstream?
That's mainstream.
I think I'm doing video games wrong.
How far back can we go?
I don't
Next
know.
thing you know, ball in the
I
stick.
think like every college dorm has an N64 with Mario Kart.
It's crazy, right?
I can-
So awesome.
But
Exactly.
they probably even college kids nowadays weren't even born when that was out.
Oh, nowadays.
Oh
Yeah.
right, I guess they're
Now they're just
probably
being extra
PS2s
hipster.
now.
I guess they're I guess
Now,
you're right.
now they're just being extra hipster.
I guess they got like Xboxes.
Yeah.
Oh, Xbox Ones.
Yeah.
They're playing Blink, the fucking Time Cat.
They're playing Halo.
Oh, Halo
No, they're
1.
playing.
Halo 1.
No, they're
Just
playing
Real
that.
Future.
What's that one game where you're time splitters? They're playing time splitters.
Oh, on
Time
PS2?
Splitters.
Two, yeah.
What was that fucking
Shit.
dinosaur game?
Turok?
Crisis?
No, there was the one that was like Halo, but it was with like they had a crocodile character and like a girl that was a sniper.
This was for.
Oh my god!
No, it was for Xbox One.
Oh, I know
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what you're talking about. It's
It was like.
no, it was
Fuck. It was based on the Halo engine,
yeah,
but it was like you had a crocodile.
yeah,
Like it's 4 players, and each player was a different
yeah.
character.
I know exactly what you're talking
I have
about.
no idea.
Fuck.
I'll
This
find
is
it.
really
Keep going,
bad.
keep going.
Brute Force.
Brute Force.
Brute Force. That's what it's called.
Wasn't that a beat 'em up?
No, it's a first-person shooter.
I know which one you're thinking.
I know
of.
what you're thinking
For
of.
N64.
Freedom. No, that's
That
PS2.
might be it.
No, it was
Right.
Though yeah, where could you be like a big hulking dude that
Yeah.
just broke people's backs, and whenever
Yeah.
you did, it caused like seizure
And they're, like-
flashes on the screen?
There were 4 dudes you could play as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting Force.
Fighting
That's the one.
Force. Oh yeah, I was always the chick in that game.
I was always the big dude that just broke people's backs.
I don't know who I was.
Oh my god, this game?
Brute Force. Oh yeah,
Fighting Force. I was always the guy
Awesome.
with the jacket, the sleeveless jean
Oh,
jacket.
fuck. Now I gotta find this game so we can all play fucking.
This game was so
Fighting.
shit.
It was shit.
This game was so hard.
It was shit.
It was so hard because then you just get cheesed.
I beat
Fighting
it.
Force?
Me and my friend beat it.
Why? It was
Why?
so bad.
We spent a whole day.
How hard is it, right, for a beat 'em up?
We
too?
woke up at fucking 9. We beat it at 6 p.m. It was
Dude.
fucked.
Yeah, isn't it? They just cheese you in the end, right?
Yeah, no, the end is just like, because it's an arcade game, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's an arcade game, and it's a quarter eater. Like, it's just meant to fucking.
That was a card key.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just there to eat your money.
Yeah,
Like, that's why all Midway games are like that, too. Like, why are the all fucking original Gauntlets so hard? It's
Yeah.
because it's just shove quarters in it,
Things are
please.
stupid.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they just cheese the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
So, yeah, Dark Cloud 2. It's fun times. Probably gonna play more PS2 games because I don't feel like buying a PS4.
Did you ever play that gun game? It's like medieval.
A gun game that's medieval?
No, PlayStation game called Medieval.
Oh, with the skeleton?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
played
game was
it.
good too.
It's like an action platformer, kind
Yeah,
of.
so good.
Okay.
But yeah, my week's been pretty good.
So that's your week. As for me, I've only done one thing this week. Watched some anime. Watched Full Metal Panic.
Fucking weeaboo over
Oh
here.
man, sweet. So this is with Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric
And that dog lady.
Yeah.
and that guy William Dafoe.
William what? Wait.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, Full Metal
No,
Jacket.
he's not in that.
That's not
That's
what I
Platoon.
Yeah. Full Metal Jacket is Adam Baldwin.
There you go. Adam Baldwin is in this game, in this anime, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So Full Metal Panic. Pretty much
create
is
something, you must take something of equal value.
it is pretty much a war drama.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So tell me about this, because there is a sequel to this show called Full Metal Panic Fumafu. And I've only watched that. I have not watched actual Full Metal Panic. So go.
What do you want me to tell you?
I want to know like what this is actually about, and if shit starts to make sense in the comedy.
Yeah, I don't
more
think so.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people just watch the comedy, because I think it's been rated as a good comedy.
Okay.
Okay, so Full Metal Panic is a war dramedy. There is, now stop me if you heard this before, wars around the world.
Yep.
Terrorism exists, but there is this rogue group called Mithril, who have most advanced technology.
What?
And they go around stopping terrorism.
Before it happens?
Or those who are committing terrorism. They don't have a certain side that they stand on, only that they want to eradicate war. That's it.
It sounds like Gundam 00.
It does sound like Gundam 00, doesn't it?
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but Gundam 00 was 2006, right?
Yeah.
This came out in 2002.
Yeah.
You follow the story of... Fuck, I already forget his name. Shit.
The girl is very popular, too.
Sosuke Sagara.
I knew it.
Sagara.
He has an X on his cheek. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He has the Domon Kashu scar.
Oh, I love.
And he is a... Again, stop me if you've heard this before. A war child.
Oh, my God.
From a country in the Middle East.
Okay, so are we talking about, like, reality here? I don't even know if this is reality right now.
Anyways, though, so he's a war child because his country was all war when he was a kid, and he was recruited by this military, mercenary, third party mithril to become like whatever.
Yeah,
and he's very into what he does. He only knows how to fight, and he's very much a military man.
Yeah.
One day, he's assigned to this program where he has to defend a high school girl because this high school girl turns out to be, without spoiling too much, special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so he's employed there. This high school girl, she's obviously the most popular girl in school. She is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also like... She's not a damsel in distress type of girl. She's very...
Yeah.
She's stubborn and she's competitive.
Yeah.
And she wants things her way. Anyways,
mm-hmm.
he's tasked with protecting her, but she doesn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
But him being very militaristic, he's never had social interactions with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's weird. Like, he's very blunt about what he has to say, but he doesn't have any emotions behind it. And she's very much easily agitated, and the whole story revolves around them. It's a light sort of love story where he's experiencing love, but he doesn't know what it is, so he doesn't know how to express himself.
Right.
And she's more like, I like him, but I'm in denial.
Right. And tsundere type.
Pretty much, but. It's half
anime.
It's half that, but it's also half she just wants him to come out first and admit it.
Right.
And she's always like what she wants is the perfect Disney fairy tale for him to come to her rescue.
Mm-hmm.
But half the time, it's her protecting herself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what it is. The show goes from insane, dark and serious war crimes and really psychotic villains, and then just switches over to very comedic, fun high school life.
Sounds awesome.
If you've ever watched, or actually, in most animes that are serious about action and stuff, you know how it's like very serious, but then there's that string of episodes, like 1 or 2 episodes where they flip things up, and it's like that comedic beach scene episode. Or,
Yeah.
Okay, Full Metal Panic is that in reverse, where every episode's a comedy, and then there's a string of very serious.
What?
That sounds awesome.
That sounds weird.
And the thing is, the first season, it's 2002. For its time, I can see why people love it. But if you watch it now, it is not going to impress you.
Okay.
Animation's a little rough. The overall story is not quite as tight as I'd want it to be. What you're here for are the characters, but even then, they're not too fantastic. And the villain, as cool as he is, he kind of fizzles out towards the end. Skip to season 2, the second raid. Unlike season 1, which was 26 episodes, this is only 13.
Yeah.
And now they've got a legit story going for them.
Okay.
Comedy is dialed back slightly, and there's more focus on Sosuke. And did I name the girl? Her name is Kanami Chidori.
Okay.
Okay.
Who was Chidori?
She's the blue-haired one.
Yeah, I know. I drew her once.
And it is all about these two now. And it's all about how much they've grown together and what happens when they're separated. And, oh, by the way, when I say wartime thing, they all have mobile suits.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the suits, but we'll do that after.
Okay, yeah. So that's what it is, and it's all about this special... You know how Gundam 00 has the GN drive?
Yeah.
They have their own version.
What was it called?
It's called the Lambda driver.
The Lambda driver. That's my favorite name.
Okay.
The Lambda driver.
And it is the God hack system.
I love it.
So what it does is it takes a pilot's imagination and it turns it into physical form.
I love the Lambda driver.
So if some guy said, like if a guy's being shot by anti-tank missiles and he thinks about, I don't want these to hit me, they won't hit him. Like a force field just pops up and it will just disrupt everything. Yeah. If you're holding someone hostage and he wants to only punch the enemy, his punch will pass through the hostage and only hit the enemy. That is the power of the Lambda driver.
That explains a lot because in Super Robot Wars, when you use the Lambda driver move, it just looks like he's magic.
Yeah. And that's what they describe it like. It's not science, it's magic.
Yeah.
Like it's just straight up magic. And yeah, it throws it. It's a wild card though because the only person who can use to use it, you have to have high mental focus, and the only person who can use it is our hero Sosuke. But he, like I said, is the blunt, very military nut, and he doesn't know how to control his emotions. He doesn't know anything like that, and so he can almost never use it. And that's where the whole love story comes in, right? Like you could easily tie it together, like
to calm him down.
Only she can get him to do it.
Okay.
Right? There's also a whole thing about them being on the most advanced submarine, so you have that whole ship and crew dynamic.
Yep.
But no, like, the thing about this show is, as I was watching it, I enjoyed it, and I really liked it. But at every second I watched it, I was like, this is really good, but everything that this show wants to do has been done better by Code Geass. In every single respect.
Code Geass.
And that said, I liked it. And after I finished watching it, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I liked it even more. I guess I really, really enjoyed this show after the fact and as I was watching it. The only problem is at the end of the second raid, the ending... Like, the characters go through, like, this really, really revelatory stuff, but it kind of just... They go back to to where they were in the very beginning. Like, nothing really happens.
Right.
And the only reason they do it is because there's obviously going to be a sequel, and they have to keep the characters... they can't just end it. And, I liked it so much that I even went ahead and read the manga sections to it. And,
Interesting.
Wow.
And so, yeah. No, I really like Full Metal Panic.
Anything that makes you read must be pretty good.
Yeah. Like I said, the first season is okay. The second season where it's at. The comedy I didn't watch, but that takes place in between seasons 1 and 2. And I figured out, I want to know what this was about. And in the light novels, there's a lot of short stories that they just couldn't find a place for in the anime. Mm-hmm. But they're basically just all the comedic scenes. Okay. And so that's what it is. And the comedy has nothing to do with robots, except for one.
There's bear soldiers in it.
Yeah. He's the one little thing. Yeah. But yeah, no. Deals with robots, a love story, magic science, and psychicness. Oh, and covert operations in high school.
Black Ops.
Yeah.
Now can we talk about the mechs?
What do you want to talk about the mechs?
I want to talk about the Arbalest.
What about the Arbalest?
Yo, his has a knife in his mouth?
Yes, he does.
All the time?
All the time.
He's so cool.
Yeah, so...
He also has a shiny finger, doesn't he?
It's not the shining finger, but it's I can see why you'd say that. But yeah, the Arbalest is... I really like the mech designs in the show. It's kind of like what I've always wanted to see from Gundam. Like if Gundam ever evolved, the real robot designs, it'd be this.
Easy, champ.
But yeah, no, I really like the Arbalest. He's cool. He always has
Is he the final one or his first?
He's the first one.
I remember that though.
His final one doesn't appear in the anime at all.
Yeah.
The Leviathan.
Okay.
that only appears in the manga.
So he always has the arbalest all the time?
He always has the arbalest.
Yeah, I like the arbalest.
And it's it's really cool. Oh, that's my favorite thing about the show. Okay. There's so many mech animes out there.
Yeah.
But something that I love that I'm surprised hasn't ever been abused more than it has is when the mech has an AI partner, or like has an AI in it.
Yeah.
Who's also its own personality.
Yeah.
And then Sosuke develops a relationship with the arbalest.
Uh-huh.
And like he gets into fight with his. Oh, it's okay. Sosuke's also a bit of an idiot. He reads AI, like he sees AI, but he's so stupid that he just reads it as Al. So he calls the arbalest Al because that's the AI. But yeah, no, and the AI is it's.
What's it like? Is it a dude?
It's a dude, but he's like witty. He makes fun of Sosuke all the time for being an idiot. So like, and I really like that. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the arbalest. He looks very sleek. He reminds me of Pat Labor.
Yes, he does. He does.
But way cooler.
Yeah. Yeah. And he likes to fight with his knife.
Oh, I love his knives.
Yeah.
I love that it's in his mouth. There's no relevance whatsoever.
That's his spare knife too.
I know, but it's just no relevance. But it's still right there.
It's weird, how they store it there.
And he has a clamp.
Yeah.
He has a clamp for it.
Yeah.
And he has a shotgun and the machine gun. He just has stuff.
Yeah,
he's cool.
He has guns everywhere.
I like those kind of robots that are semi-realistic.
Yeah.
After his lambda driver thing, though, he's just whatever.
Yeah, when he activates his lambda driver, he gets like all these
fins, right?
Fins and stuff that pop out everywhere. Yeah, he looks cool. No, I understand why this has been such a popular show.
Yeah.
I really like it. I like that whole dynamic play of comedy and seriousness.
Yeah.
And
the girl was pretty popular herself, right?
I bet she was, and she was probably equally as popular as the other girl, which creates the love triangle.
Oh, I forgot who the other girl is.
She is the captain of the ship,
baby.
who's also a 16-year-old girl.
Oh my god. You know what? Not even surprised.
Yeah.
Not even surprised.
She's very special.
Not even surprised.
She's very special. In case someone was watching this, there's this character I really liked.
Okay.
He had blonde, semi-long blonde hair, lady killer.
Yeah.
And he was the sniper.
Okay.
I'm currently watching 00 now. Same guy.
Totes.
Same voice actor.
Totes.
Same role.
Totes.
I'm just like, this is weird.
Probably the same dudes.
Yeah.
Well, it just goes to show how you can just cycle tropes every 10 years.
It's like, what the hell?
People forget, man.
Yeah, people forget, man.
That's true.
I was gonna say, so yeah. So overall, you enjoyed the show then?
I really liked it. Yeah. I don't think it'll. It definitely doesn't have the stun factor of Code Geass's narrative.
Oh God.
Like people do not die in this show.
Yeah. Code Geass pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I really liked it.
Hey, speaking of robots, last week you asked us what robot we'd like to see as a. I finally saw one that I didn't think about at the time. Do you know what the Black Selena is?
Is it from a series?
Yeah, in Desico.
Oh,
never seen it?
I'm thinking Eureka 7. No, sorry, no.
No? Oh, yeah, that would be one of them.
Eureka 7 would be cool too.
Yeah. You like those? The LFOs?
I like the LFOs. They're really cool.
Not a fan.
Yeah, me neither. They're a little too like wispy and
exactly why.
They're a little too organic for me.
Yeah.
I like when they surf. It's like it comes off like all the natural colors come off their boards and shit. And like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Have you guys ever seen Mobile Battleship Nadesico?
No, I
haven't. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of it.
You guys should watch it. I think you'd really like it.
Nadesico? How old
is it? It's old. That one's old too.
That's why
it is trope heavy.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
But there's one character in there that I think would appeal to all of us. He is the ace pilot of the main crew, and he's a huge mecha fan, and he bases all his fighting and all his morals on mecha.
Oh my god,
he's awesome.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, it's also like the show you were saying, like Full Metal Panic, where there's a lot of comedy and some seriousness, and then you get to the movie and it's all serious, and you wonder where all the fun went. It's really cool, and the Black Selena is from the movie, which is weird because it was sick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you guys have a chance, check out Mobile Fighter and Desico and Full Metal Panic.
Yeah,
a lot of good old mecha shows. Hey.
Yeah, no, like that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get through all the old mecha, not old ones, but just the ones that have been out in the last decade that I've missed.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, Full Metal Panic's what I watched. Next week I'll talk about 00, and the following week I'll talk about Macross Frontier.
Ooh, that's too much robots in your life.
I don't have enough robots.
Macross Frontier had a crossover movie this year
Did it?
that they did Macross 7. They found an old DVD or something about Macross 7,
Wow.
and the people from Frontier sang Macross 7 songs.
Whoa.
I pissed my pants.
Whoa, seriously?
Sick.
Seriously?
They said that if you watch this movie, it's better than just watching Macross 7 because the shit makes more sense. Because they recap it all and you don't have to sit through filler.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm excited. We should watch that one time.
Yeah, we should. Maybe.
But after you finish the show, so you know who the characters
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
But according to my brother, that love triangle.
That love triangle.
Oh, I also found a robot that would be awesome for... what is
Go
it?
ahead.
Yeah, thing. The Yatterman fire truck.
Oh god.
Really?
That's the dog fire truck.
What?
I think that'd be awesome.
The Doge.
The Doge fire truck.
Ugh.
Oh, I want that. I really like that fire truck.
What?
It's just a dog with a siren on its face, and it shoots water.
You want to play school Transformer?
Yeah, and then they could make it so that you could actually make it shoot water.
What the hell's wrong with you?
That'd be cool.
I guess if that's what you're into.
I like that.
That is what he's into.
Or
So,
a fully functioning Yatterman yo-yo.
Hmm.
Like if they just make the yo-yo do at least half of the stuff it does in the show.
Interesting.
crazy.
Okay, I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Cool.
If you guys want to send us emails about what you think about that love triangle that I posted,
That
yeah,
love
let us know about that alter ego, one boy loving two different girls for the same girl.
Yeah.
We want to know what
Is
the
it
general. Is it cheating? Is it cheating?
I love love triangles. They're my favorite form of story.
Are you in love with another love triangle?
Yeah.
Are you cheating on the love triangle?
You don't like
Love triangle?
you don't like love Venn diagrams?
Sorry, man. Triangles are where it's at. Triangles are where it's at. Oh, also, if you guys have the time, check out the Nintendo and Star Wars crossover on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
It's very cool.
they actually official.
It's not official. Some guy did it.
Oh, okay.
I lost my shit when he said use the Triforce.
Ma, ma,
Use the Triforce.
ma.
Yeah, and he's flying an R-Wing.
Terrible.
What do you mean? That's
Terrible.
great.
Terrible.
Okay. Anyways, we will see you guys next week. Till then, have fun.
Bye.
Bye.